like do the little thing and that little pellets come out the ground?
Plugging. Yes.
For all of your plugging needs. What else you do?
What's that when they do the thing and it drop the seeds in?
That's what you just.
That's what we just talked
Plugging,
about.
plugging,
That's the plugging.
aeration, and
Aeration. That's the word I was looking for.
Oh, okay.
Aeration and seeding. I don't know plugging. Plugging is when you don't have no hair. And you take it off the back and you put it in. Right. QT do the plugging, hair plugs.
You ever take it off the butt, the hair butt, and you put it on the head?
No, we ain't putting we not putting no behind hair on somebody's
It's
forehead.
the same texture?
No.
What if they need hair on
I'm
top?
not putting nobody's behind hair on their forehead.
Not on their forehead, but you know, on their hair though.
They got man wigs for that now.
He said that
Butt head, literally.
Well, if you short budget,
get you a lace front.
may not be able to afford it.
If you're gonna take it from there,
recycle.
no, we're not recycling no hair.
You can clean it and bleach it.
I'm not gonna do anything.
If people will do chitlins like that, you can do hair
They
butt
need to
like
stop
that.
doing that too.
Jathan like him a good chitlin or two.
You like chitlins?
I do.
I know. Just by how he talk, you know.
Yeah.
You got that chilling
My whole
time.
family.
Absolutely.
My whole family.
Now can you
Serious.
cook? You look like you can do some things in the kitchen. Oh, on a grill.
On a grill.
Yeah,
On
you
a
gotta
grill.
smoke
Okay.
outside.
On a grill, yeah, absolutely.
You gotta smoke outside.
Yeah. Okay.
You got the green egg. The green egg outside.
Had a green egg. Oh yeah.
The grill master.
Oh, okay.
You make your own barbecue sauce from scratch?
I do.
I bet. You got it bottled up?
No.
You ain't got no mason jar sitting in the back of the refrigerator?
I like to make it on the fly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna fly your way. You can
when
make
the
it.
cookout.
Right.
I've made some original barbecue sauce before. Just take a little bit of
KC
this
Masterpiece and
mix it with that and
Sweet Baby Ray's.
Sweet Baby Ray's and KC.
Stir it
Mix
up.
Little hot sauce.
Exactly. Put it in a mason jar.
You know, we can't cook no without onion powder and garlic powder. We put that in there.
Nothing at all.
E-Dub original and some Larry seasoned
And
salt
some Larry's.
for your high blood pressure.
Bless.
Can't forget that.
Please drink water as you partake in this meal.
Yeah.
You don't need to iodize and hydrate and everything else. Good grief.
So you do all forms of landscaping. You can put down patios and
Retaining walls, sod. Pretty much all phases of landscape. I have been blessed in that area.
can you like do the retaining wall to keep people in or to keep people out? Which one?
Did you help build the wall?
He said both.
Did you help build the wall? You know Trump's wall was blowing down when the storm hit?
It was not.
I promise you.
You serious?
Yes. They had it on the
They
news.
like
There
spent
was
$50 billion for it.
What is it, a piece of 10?
It was.
What, a piece of 10 or
So
something?
for $50 billion, that's what you get.
I don't know.
I
but
told him
just
I'd
know
do
a
it for
part
half of it.
He ain't want to
I was trying to save. I was gonna save some money, right?
At least would've stayed.
it would still be standing, right?
Exactly.
I would have hired Heaven's Lawn Care.
That's right.
Would have been out there doing
That's
it.
right.
I would have been an employee.
He get
that day.
1,000 and I get 25 million. So it worked out.
That's how you do it.
It
Right?
was falling and it fell up against a tree.
No.
You know what?
Somebody.
It's leaning.
It was like, get it.
Yeah.
Get it.
That's it.
It's blowing away.
But the storm took the signs and everything else out. Oh my God. Sure enough.
I'm done.
And you had
It was
people,
on the
people
news.
walking around it.
Like, what is this? In a way.
See, that's what happened when you don't get Heaven's Lawn Care involved.
That's right.
But
Heaven's Lawn Care would have stayed
It would
up.
have been sustained through all the storms.
That's
sure
right.
was. A portion of Trump's border wall fell.
Fell. They didn't even lean.
And everybody ran through it.
They look like, okay.
They was like,
this is our chance.
They was like, see, mijo, you don't even have to push it. Just wait and say a good strong wind is gonna move it out the way.
Because they know.
They know. They was
Know
like,
what it-
we
what
didn't
it
build
takes.
that wall.
Exactly.
It's not gonna stay.
Exactly. They ain't build it, so you know it's gonna fall.
already know.
Yeah. If Heaven's Lawn Care don't do it and we don't do it, it's not gonna last, Holmes.
Only mi momito.
Oh, mito. Yes. What
The
got you
whole
into what you do? What
Jesus.
stemmed you there? Well, he started off at 7 smoking leaves, so
Yeah, that's
clearly
And then I'm
it
still
had
You
two
was like,
earrings.
you smoking leaves to make mulch. And I was like, dang, you started lawn care that early.
I know.
It kind of messed me up.
It was all creative. I was like, yeah, you must have been studious.
But you know what? But when I think about it, back before all of this technology and equipment and stuff like that, they use, primitive things and means to. I remember my Papa Black, he burned part of the land, like literally lit it on fire on purpose to
grow it back, right?
I guess, is that what he was doing? It was just like a border, and he literally lit it, and it was a controlled fire. It wasn't a.
He just got mad at the neighbors.
So what does that do, though? Because I've seen that before, too.
It actually, it helps the grass. It helps to promote the grass. Actually, you can burn it off. I've seen some people do it like that, and actually have good success at it. But me myself, I've never.
Had to do all that. Well, Papa Black was on the side of the Mississippi River with acreage. And ox.
So he didn't live in California?
No.
With all the forest fires?
Exactly. He was in Missouri, Howardsville, Missouri, Malden, Missouri. He literally had land all along the Mississippi, and he was a farmer, for life. All his life was farmland and cattle. And
how many children he have?
About 8.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You get the double digits. Usually they have a whole slew.
Exactly, because they need somebody to farm the land.
Somebody gotta help.
He had
Right.
8.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
You were part of how many in your tribe?
Only a part of 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but my grandfather had 19.
19?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay. Did Grandma know?
She knew. She had
all 19 times.
She had all 19
Actually,
kids.
He had 9 by his first wife, and then his second wife, my grandmother, had the other
10.
Oh.
Yes.
Ooh.
So,
okay.
Well, that's work.
That's
about be fruitful and multiply. Yes.
And we whining about one.
I know.
I can't do it.
Yes, you can. You got to do it.
Children,
in fact,
they're so
that's going to be your goal
QT.
for this year.
No. We're
So
not handing my first year of the decade. No, we're not.
Don't speak that on me.
No, I'm just saying. That's all.
I'm just saying,
We'll do this by 34. I am 30.
Adoption is a wonderful thing.
I'm coming over here. Profit and growth here.
Drop the kid off like we the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
Like this a fire department.
Exactly.
And like, y'all know it's a baby on y'all doorstep. And look, it's gonna be a cute little infant with some blonde dreadlocks. And be like, that look just like QT.
Why y'all be dressing up your kids like to look like you? No.
Why would you look at me?
I don't. You've seen people like that when you go to the mall and stuff.
It's just
they
for
kids
show.
be trying to dress like the mama and whatnot.
It don't
kids
matter
just want
because
some
what
Walmart
about
shoes.
couples walking around with them velour juicy sweatsuits on and them Adidas?
That's a goal.
That's a what?
A goal for me.
Yeah,
Me
the
and my
dress,
husband,
you dress
yes, we're
alike.
gonna dress
How you gonna
alike.
torture him like that?
He ain't gonna torture.
He an individual. He need to be
He can put on
him.
a hat or he can put on a tie, but we're gonna wear the same suit.
Why you gotta be all claiming him like
now
that?
I can see color
Like
combination.
the same, like we can coordinate.
Right.
No,
right.
let him
You can
be
see the
by
coordinate.
himself, and he can.
But if we on
Let
vacation,
him
it's a
dress
wrap. We
himself.
wearing the same Hawaiian
sweatsuit.
shirts or something.
That's a.
That's why.
so
That's a
what
goal.
is
He
the
gonna want
purpose
to.
of that?
Possessiveness,
Ownership.
possessiveness,
Mine.
ownership.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I'm babe. We're gonna wear shirts like that.
So you letting everybody know that
That's hers.
Just in case he get lost, just match him up.
Yeah, right.
he's wearing a shirt just like this.
Return,
seen this shirt?
return to sender.
Yeah.
But with her face.
But E-Dub, I'm gonna get you
I
and your
might get
wife
some
a
shirts
shirt,
made like
and it's
that.
gonna say his dub and her dub.
I like she dub and E-dub. I like that.
Yeah,
That's
E-dub
that's
and
who they
she-dub.
are. On the back
Oh,
it'll
the
say
baby
she
she-
dub, but when they standing together, hers gonna say his dub
He is gonna
with
say
the
her dub.
arrow, and then yours gonna say her dub with
Oh,
the arrow
that's
pointing
cute.
to her.
But make sure that you stand on the right side, because if you on the opposite side,
gonna-
you
it's gonna point
point to the new woman.
Somebody else.
Uh-huh.
It may just miss me then, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's cute
To
though.
all you trained men out there, sometimes just say no. Wear layers that day, so when you have the opportunity to escape, you get to take off the
One
outer
layer.
and yeah. And
Please. And then you're going to get caught because you're going to put it back on inside out or backwards.
Wrong.
Right.
it's gonna come back.
I
It's gonna come
dressed you
back
this
wrinkled.
morning.
It's gonna come back wrinkled. Be like
Right.
it was a seatbelt. The seatbelt. You know, it sort of made it wrinkled like that. It yeah.
Yes. Do you have children as well, Edop?
I do. 2 girls and 2 boys.
Awesome sauce.
Okay.
Excellent.
You don't want a fifth
Are
one?
they in the
Like break the
business
tie?
with you?
I used to take them all with me as kids, but
The allergies.
my youngest one, he's still the only one that's with me now. You know.
Okay. The others rebelled.
Well, I don't know.
They took after you and said they weren't going to do your no lawn work.
They ain't doing no work.
It's Sunday. It's a day of rest.
That was my sentiments exactly at first. You know, I didn't because we had too much land. We had over 100 acres of land, and that's the last thing I wanted to do, man. I wanted away from there.
Right.
You tired looking at all that land.
If
You
we
gotta-
can't
you gotta
divide
work
it up
on
by
it.
5, you know, you do 1/5, I do 1/5, you do 1/5.
My dad, he wanted to plant all of it.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
constant job.
That
Yeah,
is
garden
awful.
everywhere. I'm like, God.
Yeah, it's time to go.
Day and
It's
night.
ironic. You still dealing
Yeah.
with.
I'm like, are we trying to replicate the Garden of Eden? Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daddy, this fruit is forbidden me to come and work on it, so I can't.
Yeah, so.
Well, that was a lot.
Talk about a fire. Be like, I don't know what happened, Daddy. It just all burnt up.
Did he have like water on the property as well, on the acreage? Because my Papa Black, literally the house was right across from a lake. So when I tell you he was the store, there was no going anywhere for anything. If you get in his truck and say, where you going? The only place you could go, and he even made his own corn liquor. So
Okay, so you
made
got
his
a
own.
liquor store in there?
Yeah, he had the
Moonshine.
eggs, he had the chickens, he had the pigs, he had the cows.
We
Like
need that.
you never had to leave the property to go get anything because everything was there.
Oh,
He
wow.
had, you know how they have the extra barn with all the equipment and stuff? It looked like a scary movie in there because every blade,
Make one
everything.
wrong step.
Yes,
Oh.
and that was pretty much a wrap. But he would take his sons out, and I would go with the girls, and I was a military spoiled, bougie, city slick kid.
So you ain't picking no berries.
Girl, I would run from the chickens. I didn't want to touch the eggs. I accidentally, they told me not to go somewhere. And I wasn't even, I heard them, but I wasn't thinking about where I was going. I walked right around the corner to see him chop the head off a pig.
Oh,
I was
man,
like,
that's it. Call my mama.
I ain't had bacon sense. Like I just stood there and I cried. And I was probably this when I would spend summers with them because my family was in Germany, so we would come and get to stay on the farm, and it was fun and exciting. I like fishing, but I'm a catcherman, not a fisherman. That means you put the worm on, I'm gonna throw the hook out there, I'm gonna catch it, but you gotta take the fish off. Like I would not touch. That's why I said I'm a catcherman, not a fisherman. Wouldn't catch anything, but I enjoyed it. I wouldn't be better today. I was gonna say I think I'd be better now. Nope, I still don't want to touch chickens. I'm okay with an egg, but I was like, but it came out the butt. Like,
Yeah, you see where
wash
it
it
came
first.
from.
Like, why? Like I would get the little rubber yellow gloves,
Yes.
and I'm like, I want to help. They were like, take them gloves back in the house.
They in the way. You like, I'm not getting that on my.
I was in the way. Couldn't do anything.
Give me a grenade.
Anything. I would
And then
hold the
take
rabbits.
dead fish out.
No.
That's
I would-
fishing right
I
there.
would hold the rabbits. Now, they had rabbits, but just for pets.
Oh, okay.
So I thought until we had rabbit
I
for
was about to
dinner.
say no.
No,
Farm,
say-
everything is
Everything.
everything is food.
I thought it was just a pet until
No, ma'am. Until it's on the table.
I saw the shape.
In that
You're
stew,
wascally
It was the, yeah.
rabbit
I was
stew.
in Jamaica with my children, and we were there for a birthday celebration or whatever, and they had this goat out front. And the goat had a name and everything, and the kids would play with the goat. And they would have fun and ride the goat and play with
Yeah.
the goat and everything else. And then one day,
Goat
like
was
the
gone.
day of the birthday celebration,
Oh yeah, he roasted.
the goat got missing. And they didn't understand what happened to the goat. So,
He was getting roasted in the
yeah,
backyard.
it's like, you know what you just
Yeah,
ate?
carry goats.
That's exactly what it was.
That was it. Just in your belly. The goat will always be with you.
Yep.
Goats in peace.
We don't have
Yes.
that no more. We have to go search through these nasty produce stores
Try
to get
find-
decent food, you know. Sometimes I wish we had like community farms and stuff like that. Do they have that around here?
Yes, and if they had it, you wouldn't support it.
Why?
Because we always like the idea of stuff, but then when they produce it and make it, we don't support it, and then they end
Where
up
is the
going out of
community
business,
farm?
and then you want it back again, because
know
once
that.
you have it, you sort of take advantage of it and don't take advantage of it type thing. But then when it gets missing, then you get all
Like, where it's
sad and where it's at. But it's like it's been here for 10 years and you ain't gone
They
there.
had a community
and
farm
then
here for 10 years?
Yeah, it's actually right around the corner.
What?
This
I
one.
would rather.
On the
Right.
weekends,
Go
it's
to
open
it.
and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like
See,
I
don't know
like
that. I'm
the
not from
farmers
here. I don't
markets.
know.
You should do
The
a
farmers
farmers market, E-Dub. You got a green thumb. He looked at me like, why
It
ain't
don't pay
finna do
enough.
that?
I got time to be fool with them people.
I don't know. It just
Them vegetables, I don't know, can't get with them.
I enjoy all that stuff, but like I said, I really like just doing the patios and things of that
Yeah.
nature.
You ain't got to worry about it growing. It's just going to be
Yeah,
there.
because you got to tend that stuff.
And once you're done and can move on to the next thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, farming has to be monotonous. Shout out to all of our farmers that
Yeah,
make
shout out to y'all.
broccoli and cauliflower pizza crust possible for me. Thank you so much for your squash and
Squash
your
and
asparagus.
zucchini.
I thank you so very
Good
much.
old tomato sandwiches.
You like them? I had them, yes.
Oh.
My daddy, he schooled me
Tomato
on that.
sandwich?
Tomato
Love some
sandwich.
tomato sandwiches.
That's
What?
right.
Am I the
Yes.
only
You
outcast?
don't want. That's right.
With
You
Duke's
haven't lived.
mayonnaise.
That's
With
right.
Duke's mayonnaise.
Duke's
Man,
mayonnaise.
we'd have a debate about that at the crib because they blue plate at home. They love blue plate mayo. Yeah.
Who was that? Hellman's?
No, blue plate is blue plate. Y'all ain't know
She
that.
said
So
that with
we're
authority.
from
You
Georgia.
better ask somebody.
I'm from Georgia. Where
I
you
hadn't
from?
saw that. So
Oh, they probably don't have it up here.
Fresh
Yeah.
crushed pepper. Yeah.
Nah, I'm going to take my cherry tomatoes and put them on top of my salad. Oh, avocado toast.
No, I do avocado
tomatoes.
toast. But I'm running into a lot of people that don't like avocado.
I
I
don't.
love
I'm
avocado
not like that.
toast.
I
That's
just
too
split
much.
mine in half and put a whole bunch of seasons on it and get a spoon and just eat it that way. I love avocado.
I
Nothing
do
like Larry
the
seasoned salt.
toast everything. Do the same thing, mash it up, salt, pepper, very, very little salt just for flavoring. But pepper, some little red peppers, some garlic, and then squeeze a little lemon on top of it. Whip, whip, whip.
You can do the same thing to a tomato
Toast.
sandwich. You should
And
try it.
I cut up the tomatoes and I put them on top. Now I will
The little
sit and
baby
eat it.
ones.
I
The
only
cherry
like
ones.
yes, I only like the cherry ones. Those I could sit and eat them like M&Ms, just like
Really?
girl. Let me tell you something.
You was making on cherry tomatoes?
Yes, like I only buy one of the bigger things.
Yeah.
If I bought two, I would just eat a whole one and then use the other one for salads. Like I intentionally don't buy them because I like them as much as I
Wow.
do. Again, for me, being a larger girl once before, it's about self-control.
Yeah.
Even when it's good, because I can let myself get carried away. So I know, my triggers, and access is a trigger for me.
Oh, okay.
So
makes
minimizing
sense.
even the good things, and I'll break out. Like I have gone that tomato acid, citric
Yes.
acid overload. So I was like, all right,
So
just
next
keep
week,
going.
when we broadcast live, like right before the day before, you need to overload. So when you come on
So we
the
see that?
video, yeah,
You ain't
it'll help
about
ratings.
nothing.
It's gonna help ratings and stuff, right? People gonna get to tune in, and they gonna have little
tune
bumps
in.
on
Look
their
like
face and
hits.
stuff. Look like
Look
hits
like
and everything.
hits. My
Be
lips be all
swollen.
swollen.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Take one for the team. Sacrifice.
You know what? Let's have a tomato eating
Yeah, y'all do it
contest.
together.
Yes.
See who break
so
up
we
the
can
most.
see how it impacts females and males. There we go. Family, thank you so much. You're tuned into the Profit and Growth Hour here on WDRB Media, the voice of the community.
Y'all should. I want to see this tomato thing.
Make no
I'm gonna
sense.
tune in.
Easy.
Hope y'all do it.
Just to see.